Plebs 16.
Son of a bitch. What's up, you goddamn plebeians? It's your boy, Dick Ryder. That's right, I woke up hard this morning, went to work hard, came home finished, struck Dick Ryder, zero Tampa Power Pussies. If you want to know what that means, ask my friend, the Rick with the biggest dick. One of this channel's biggest supporters, Blue Ocean 13, massive shout out. If you want to know where the funding goes for all of big fucking Uncle Dickie's weight loss, Jesus Christ, you can fit two of me in this overcoat. Go back to years past and watch previous Dick Ryder videos. This coat barely fits. Son of a bitch, what a difference a year makes. God damn, this is insanity. If you want to know where all the funding for all of big Uncle Dickie's weight losses come from, you can check out your boy, Tech TV Forever. Massive shout out, Tech TV Forever, for supporting this channel and showing it some love and affection. Now let's take a moment to not forget Sean Killich. Sean, great to have you here. Thanks for supporting the channel. It's been a long time, you goddamn plebeian. You've been here for 3, 4, 5 years. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? Why would you ever subject yourself to that kind of a torture for that long? I mean, I'm the channel owner and I don't think I could watch this channel for 5 years. Son of a bitch. You are committed, young man or girl or cat or dog or however you choose to identify. Do you need a litter box? I don't know. But today's video is titled, hold on, Lynn, baby, you need to wear more than a bra and panties to class. Ricky, sit down, cancel a Fortnite subscription, jammer. I can't even with you, bro. Clock? Alright, whatever. She gets a pass. She gets a pass. Some of you watching knows that she gets a pass. Now let's get into business. Today's son of a bitch. Jesus. Fat-ish kid! Clean your basement! Today's video is titled, What Did You Expect? And I have a few games listed. Redfall, Game of the Year candidate. Skull Island, The Rise of Kong, Game of the Century contender. The Walking Dead Destinies, a great spiritual recreation of one of the best and longest running TV shows in history. Gollum, The Lord of the Rings, which for you, those of you that don't know, is my personal choice for Game of the Year. And Gotham Knights. Now, testing. What did you expect? I've been seeing a lot of comments lately. Bro, The Walking Dead Destinies is ass. Oh my god. LOL. Bro, how do you play Redfall? LOL. It's like legal torture. Oh my god. Well, listen here, you goddamn plebeians. Games like this, games like Deadfall, games like The Walking Dead Destinies, games like Gotham Knights, Lord of the Rings Gollum, these are the kind of games you get when you have no standards. You see, Big Uncle Dickie's been talking about that for a while on this channel. We talk about it in the Exposed Gaming podcast, which if you haven't been watching, you need to, because it deals with real-life gaming issues that affect all of us. And Big Uncle Dickie can tell you this. When you have no standards, when you have developer after developer after developer after developer after no talent ass clown living in his parents' basement trying to make some money so he can get out from under them so he can feel like he's accomplished something in the first 30 years of his fucking life, making games. This is what you end up with. Now, Redfall, I do believe it may have been the case of corporate greed, but that being said, when you allow just anybody to develop a game with no standards, with no checks, with no sense of pride or dignity, this is what you end up with. You see, it's a huge issue right now because you can load up Steam, the greatest games marketplace on the planet, and you can find any number of furry hentai games, nudity-filled RPGs, pointless simulators, and trash pixel indie games. There's no standards anymore. Oh, and probably some Russian crypto laundering scams too. There's no standards anymore to who can develop and release a game. Now, I do believe that everybody should have the opportunity, but I certainly do not believe it should be as simple as putting it on the Steam store to sell it. Because some of these games I see, I think, what the fuck does this add to anything? I don't need my big red orc cock to penetrate her sweet foxy little asshole. That doesn't add anything to the gaming megaverse. No, what that does is turn more and more of us into, quite frankly, fucking degenerates. Now, let's talk, first things, about Skull Island, The Rise of Kong. I want to ask you all this. Who actually thought this game was going to be good? For real. For serious. Because if you looked at trailers or screenshots or any gameplay from Skull Island, The Rise of Kong, if you looked at that gameplay or at that development or anything and found yourself going, yeah, this is a banger, I am excited, you have no standards. And your lack of standards is part of the reason we have the problems we have in gaming today. I know gamers don't want to hear that, right? Nobody wants to be told that they're the problem. But you are. You, the viewer watching this that says, I was actually looking forward to Skull Island. You are the problem. Okay? Because there was nothing in that game's development or showcases that would ever tell a buyer or prospective player, this game is going to be amazing. You should rush out and buy this game. There is literally nothing that would ever make you think that. And the fact that you looked at it and said, yeah, this is going to be top tier, this is what I've been waiting for, proves that the standards of the gamers are dead zero. They've gone from here at peak gaming all the way down to dead at zero. That's where they are. That's what's going on right now. We have no standards anymore. Nobody is willing to come out here, take the flack from the faggy fan bases that do nothing but sit on the internet and cry and bitch and complain and shit and piss in a litter box all day, because that's what you fucking losers do. Nobody wants to come up here, and nobody wants to be the bad guy. Call me the bad guy. Big Uncle Dickie, that's it. Hey, yo, that's it. Big Uncle Dickie is the bad guy from now on. Because I'm going to be coming out here and I'm going to be calling that bullshit out. Because that is exactly what's going on. Gamers are lazy. They have no standards and they don't demand better. When you get a rinse, wash, repeat title year after year after year after year after year. Speaking of that, I forgot to add one very important game to the list. For anybody who was delusional that it wouldn't get called out, Modern Warfare 3. We talked about this in the podcast last week. Another game that needs a complete redesign. Modern Warfare, until further notice, is dead. Not opinion. Not trigger title. Not angry ex-fan dumping all of his emotions. No, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, until further notice, is dead. You are not permitted under any condition to pay money for Call of Duty games until I say otherwise. And if you do, I'm going to break into your house in the middle of the night and I'm going to fuck your mother. Until the fan bases, until the gamers stand up and say, we need better. We deserve better. Give us better. Shut your monkey ass up. Until we as gamers, until we as fans stand up and say, you know, we deserve better than this. Until that changes, you continue to get the same shit year after year after year after year after year after Diablo 3, after Diablo Immortal, after Diablo 4, after year. Because that's what you deserve. You no standards having, litterbox pissing bitch. Now, let's get into it. The Walking Dead Destinies. When I watched the trailer for this game, I found myself going, well, this is going to be dog shit. The fact that these games are even made, the fact that these games are even released, the fact that these games are even allowed to exist. Look, I ain't going to be a gatekeeper. I'm not going to come out and tell you you can't make your game. But the fact that anybody is releasing these games thinking, yeah, this is the one, guys. This is the difference maker. This is the one that's going to put us on the map. The fact that anybody is doing that is disgusting. It's disgusting. Ricky, I don't give a shit if you bought 4 copies of it. 1 for me, 1 for Jammer, 1 for you, and 1 for Mikey. Hey, Mike, you want to fucking fight? You Jersey prick! I don't care. Sit your ass down and refund those copies. The fact that anybody was watching content on the Walking Dead Destinies and going, this is a banger, bro. I can't wait to play this. The fact that anybody was doing that shows we have 0 standards as gamers. 0 standards as gamers. I blame the gamer. Everybody gets mad at me because I hold gamers accountable. You're the ones buying it. Go watch that trailer and tell me that Walking Dead Destinies trailer looked fire, bro. I'm excited to see what happens if Rick dies in the first season. Shut the fuck up. Meanwhile, we have art like this. Chrono Cross, one of the greatest RPGs ever made. Now, I know this is the re-release and the touch-up on the... Is that graded? That is graded, 9.8. But it doesn't matter. Grading is irrelevant anyway. I just like the fancy case. Grading means nothing. Chrono Cross, one of the single greatest RPGs of all time. There are so many better games to waste your life on than the Walking Dead Destinies. When we saw trailers for Gollum, I remembered thinking to myself, you know, this could be interesting. And I did think that. I want to be told, Jesus Christ, stop breaking character, you dumb son of a bitch. Now look, I remember when Jdog and the fat-ish kid were reacting to Gollum, and they came to me and they said, Big Uncle Dickie, listen, it looks like it could be okay. But then the further along we got, the shittier the game looked. We found ourselves going, God damn, there's no way I'm buying this. As my friend Jammer would say, there's no way I'm buying that sumbitch. And the fact that none of you were saying that about Gollum, the fact that people lined up to buy this, thinking this was going to be the game. Dick Ryder says, that's right! Ah! Gollum ain't gonna be the game, you dumb son of a bitch! What are you, retarded? Got you, Ricky. Gotham Knights. Very clearly a cash-in. Very clearly a game looking to be like Marvel's Avengers. Very clearly a game that you shouldn't be day one-ing. Maybe you get it for $30 and your opinion of it on day one changes. But you damn sure shouldn't be paying $60 or $70 for that. How many of you paid $60 or $70 for Gotham Knights? Oh, you dumb son of a bitch. How would you feel if you had paid $30? Better? Would you be happier? Probably. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pay no $60, $70 for them 2-bit, half-bit, half-lit fucking games? What are you doing? Why would I play a game like Gotham Knights when I could play the absolute claustrophobic horror audio masterpiece Enemy Zero on the Sega Saturn? You know, that's the thing. Games these days? LOL, I sound like such a boomer. Okay, boomer. What do you say? Boomer. Okay, boomer. Okay, dumb cunt. So anyway, I sound like a boomer when I say that. I sound like an old man when I say that. The truth is, when I grew up playing games, the standards were insanely fucking high. Especially when you were dropping $80 or $100 on a game. And you didn't have the chance to update your game after release. It had to be good. Guys, seriously, what did you expect? Redfall? A game that was an originally... Now, of course, Arcane was behind it, so a lot of people were pogo sticking on their dick, you know? I mean, that's just the way it is. But it was a game that was originally designed to be loaded with microtransactions. It was a game who the corporate oversight was so bad that the veteran developers left in the middle of the fucking game's creation. Guys, what do we expect? What do we expect? Come on. Skull Island, The Rise of Kong. King Kong is dead, guys. King Kong is dead. I remember when I was a kid and the GameCube came out and they had the King Kong game, or whatever it was called, on the GameCube. I actually thought that game was decent. Not amazing, but I actually thought it was decent. That was the peak. Peter Jackson's King Kong was the peak of King Kong. And now we get Skull Island, The Rise of Kong. Some little shitty, cartoony looking piece of trash. Who seriously thought that was going to be good? Well, it's the Lord of the Rings, Dick Ryder. I thought Gollum would be a lot better. You did? Did you do any research into the studio developing it and realize they're the last thing from a AAA studio? They're the last thing from a studio with big guns, guts, and big balls behind them? No, you didn't. You didn't, did you? No. See, gamers, we have no standards anymore. We're not willing to stand up and say, if it's not at least as good as Panzer Dragoon Saga, you can suck the fattest part of my dick, bitch. If it isn't, if I don't feel bad every time I pull the trigger, I don't want to play your new Call of Duty. But you see, nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to come out and say that. Everybody just wants to get in there with their friends. Oh, 5 kill streak, faggot. Oh, I got reported because now they listen to me. Oh, I said the N-word. Now I got banned for 3 days. Ricky, you dumb son of a bitch. Seriously. Nobody wants to come out and say it. Why is that? Why is nobody saying it? Why am I the only person that comes out here and makes videos like this, who isn't afraid to tell these development companies, you suck, and who isn't afraid to tell gamers, you have no fucking standards? And until that changes, gaming doesn't get better. I'm starting to think this could seriously be my last year actually playing video games, because I have way better shit I can be doing. Dick Ryder, your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you enjoy a real YouTube video from a real person who isn't interested in catering to your fucking little bitch feelings. super chat and super thanks me. I deserve it. Pay me for my time. Because God knows YouTube doesn't. Only donate what you can. Don't just donate because you feel obligated. See, I am human. Make sure you're subscribed to the realest dude on YouTube. And I'll see you goddamn plebeians right here next time for more content. Like, it's been a while since I've done this. That son of a bitch. I'm like a YouTube Spider-Man. You know, everybody gets one. And I'll see you goddamn plebeians right here next time for another reality check like this. You're welcome. Thank me, bitch.